Today we are going to add the ability for him to go to a level 2. We're going to draw a level 2 and we're going to make it so that when he falls, let's hit play real quick. When he falls off the platform here, he doesn't get stuck down at the bottom. He'll restart at his start position. So let's go ahead and work on those things right now. The first thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and make a new bit of code. So we're going to add a when I receive start level. So when I receive start level, okay. We're going to do an if. Going to do an if then. We're going to go to operators and we're going to say equals. We're going to go to variable level. So if the level equals 1, I want to go back to this starting position right here. So if we go to motion here and we look at this XY and I move this guy around, it should change these numbers for me. So right now 175, -81, and you can see that's what it says here too. And then I want to make sure that because I'm going to have different levels with different backdrops in just a minute, I want to make sure that I go to, when I start this level, that I'm on backdrop 1 with these coordinates. Otherwise it'll put me someplace weird. So now if I go ahead and hit start the game and I run off the edge and I hit stop and I start again, it puts me right back in my starting spot. Awesome. So the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to add a level 2. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and click on backdrops up here. And we're going to go down here where it says choose a backdrop, and we're going to choose paint. And I'm going to go to the line tool because I already have that set up to be black. And I'm going to make hopefully a little bit more challenging level now. And then I want to do sort of the same thing. I want to move the cat, kind of where I want him to start this level at. Let's go back to backdrops real quick here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the cat's code again. Code. And I'm going to put in the same thing that I just did here, but I want it for level 2. So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to go to control if then, and I'm going to go to equals level equals level 2. And then if I go to motion now, the X and the Y should be different. So you can see they're pretty close, -174, -88. That's what I want, so that he always starts right here. And then I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to change this to be level 2, or backdrop 2. So now whenever he's on backdrop 2, or it's on level 2, he'll start in this position. All right, we are moving right along today. The next thing we need is we need a way for him to get from level 1 to level 2. So let's go back to here and go to backdrop 1. We're going to go ahead and draw in a flag. So I'm going to use the paintbrush tool, and I'm just going to draw myself a nice little flag right here so that when he's done with the level, he can move on to the next one. So as soon as he hits this flag, I want him to be able to go to level 2. All right, that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to have to do is add some code to the move text so when he's touching this purple color that he goes to the next level. So let's go back to the kitty, and we're going to add in another if statement here and put it right underneath this move horizontal where we have all this move stuff. And then we're going to go to sensing, and we're going to say if he's touching this purple color, so I'll click where the green is, I'll click the eyedropper, I'll choose this little flag, and so now when he's touching the purple, I want him to go to the next level. So I'm going to choose events. I'm going to say broadcast. Where's broadcast? Broadcast. And you can see I don't have a next level, so I have to create that. So I'm going to say new message. I'm going to say next level and hit OK. So now I've created that new message that's going to be broadcast whenever I touch purple. The last thing is, because we're going to add it here, when the cat, if I run the game and the cat runs off the edge, he falls down here and he can't get out. He gets stuck. You see his little eyeballs moving there. You can see that says y negative 190. So what I want to do is right underneath this if script, I want to make sure if he ever falls off the platform like this, that he goes back to the beginning. He like restarts. So let's go ahead and make that happen. So I'm going to add another if statement. Get in the right spot. And I'm going to say if his y position, let's do a less than sign here. So if his y position, got to find the right spot, variables, if his y position is less than negative, let's call it negative 180. If his y position is less than negative 180, we're going to broadcast start level. Broadcast start level. So basically, if I run off the edge, that should bring me back to this start level thing, which if it'll know which level I'm on and put me in the right spot. So let's give it a try. So I run off the edge, and boom, I go back to the beginning. I run off the edge, I go back to the beginning. Pretty good. That'll keep players from getting stuck and having a lot of trouble. Finally, final thing we're going to do today is we want to be able to actually go to level 2. So in order to do that, we have the script that says if we're touching color, do this next level, but we don't have a when I receive the message next level. So we're going to do that next. So when I receive the message next level, I want to change my level. Let's see if I can find the one I want. Here it is. I want to change my level by 1. So if I'm on level 1, I'll go to 2. If I'm on 2, I'll go to 3. And then I want to, just to make sure there's not scripts running that'll mess this up, I'm going to go to stop, and I'm going to say other scripts in Sprite, and then I'm going to broadcast start level, and that should put me at the beginning spot where I belong on level 2. So let's do that, broadcast start level. So once I have all these in, now let's get rid of some of these so we can see our flag a little bit better. I'm going to go to variables. I'm going to uncheck dump. I'm going to uncheck jumping and these x and y velocities. Now I can see my flag better. Let's go see if I can make it. So far so good, and boom, I made it to level 2. And you can see when I ran off this level, it automatically puts me back at the start. I don't think I made this level very hard though. Oh well. Might have to play that later. All right, that's all you need to do today. Make sure that you save your work, save now, and I'll see you in the next one.